Your first contestant, he's the one, he's the only, he's Stoney.
As everyone doing tonight, see a lot of parents in the house tonight. I want to tell you some of my parents. Also, my comedic genes from my father, because, you know, he's getting a little older now, he's getting a little overweight. I said, Dad, come on now, so this nigga start getting in shape? He said, what, I'm in perfect shape, round. I said, Dad, come on, I thought you told me you were going to go on a diet. He said, well, I switched to Marlboro Lights. He tells me he doesn't understand. He does crunches every night. I say, what, Nestle crunches, Captain crunches? What kind of crunches you do? Then you got my mother, she's the Italian half of me, this 5 foot nothing, typical Guinea mother, you know? God forbid she calls your cell phone, don't expect her to roll over minutes that month, you know? So much washwoman tell my mother, oi, hey, Nancy, shut up, you talk too much. I gotta love my mother though. You know, when I was born, she told me I was the best mistake she ever made. People always ask my mother how old she was when she had me. She says stupid. So needless to say, I see a psychiatrist, which is actually half the reason I'm here tonight. He's on vacation this month. So, I have multiple personality disorder. My girlfriend loves it, gives her the luxury of sleeping with a different guy every night without being called a whore. I'm also, told some girl at work I had multiple personality disorder. She goes, really? How many personalities do you have? I said, I'm bipolar, I only have 2. I have ADD. Doctor tells me I have a real severe case. It's more like A-D-D-D-D. Or some shit like that. I really wasn't paying attention. I don't know if I have ADD or I smoke too much W-E-E-D, but either way I can't pay attention for shit. You got any pilots here in the house tonight? Yeah. Hold on, first I should have to move the cops, narcotic agents, tap the guy in the chest next to you, make sure he's not wearing a wire. Let me ask that question again now. We have any pilots in the house tonight? I can give it up. There we go. Yeah, all right. So I don't know about you guys, when I'm smoking weed, I'm flipping through the channels. Anyone find themselves zoning out to the Spanish channel? Yeah, Spanish. Well, I always do because there's house chicks on there, you know? Whenever I'm flipping through, I always feel like I stumbled over one of those premium channels, you know? Like, the girls are so hot, but it's such bad, you know, it's such poor acting and film so badly. I'm just waiting for the porno music to bust out any minute now, like... I'm telling you, if you don't feel like that, go home, put on the Spanish channel, you can sit there like, holy shit, he was right. You're just sitting there watching, you first gonna start humming in your head. By the time your wife comes home, you just strip down your boxer briefs in full swing like, La Bistecca is so key. What the fuck are you doing? Speaking of pornos, what's up with that crooked hooker Paris Hilton? Anyone hear from her lately? She just got out of jail or something like that, right? I really wish they would have filmed her while she was in there. That's an episode of The Simple Life I would love to see. Paris Nicole go to jail. Before that, I heard that People magazine named her a fashion icon. Why the hell would you look like Paris Hilton? The girl's got more diseases than a health book. The girl's got like hepatitis A through Z, herpes simplex 1 through 16. She's so filthy, when I downloaded her porn on my computer, I got a virus. Every time I turn on my computer now, I got a green discharge coming out my hard drive. Ew, Stoney, you nasty. Anyone try one of these lose weight quick diets out there? You got your Atkins diet, hydroxycut, trim spot. Anyone ever try to go on one of these diets? Show of hands. All right, a couple here. Now, how many people actually stuck to those fucking diets now? Exactly, because they're all bullshit. They don't work. The only diet out there I can see myself sticking to on the market these days is that South Beach diet. Margaritas and pussy. It's a diet I know I can stick to. You can eat that shit all you want. You will not gain a pound. I swear. Tell me a little something more about myself. I know it's kind of hard for some of you to believe with a name like Stoney. Not only am I a stand-up comedian, but I'm also a high school history teacher, which is actually half the reason why I get into stand-up, because believe me, there's really not much of a difference. I try to teach 155 kids a day about Thomas Jefferson and the Louisiana Purchase, and all they care about is, who's got weed? And gee, I wonder if my parents are home, so me and my girlfriend can cut class next year in that Fuckfest 2007. Every other word in our mouth's got to be some kind of drug reference or some kind of sexual innuendo. But for example, I hand out a report. So what's the first thing kids ask me to hand a report, right? How long's it got to be? So I tell them I like my reports like a woman's skirt. It's got to be long enough to cover the material, but short enough to keep it interesting. And now I report right on point. Best part about being a teacher is I get the weekends, holidays, and summers off. Worst part about being a teacher is karma. Because now in every single one of my classes, I'm the one bipolar kid with ADD who thinks it's the fucking class clown, you know? I can't blame him, though. That was me 10 years ago. And, you know, I used to walk into class, and I used to walk in late. Teacher would be like, how come you were late? Bell rang before I got here. I would have rang 2 minutes later, I would have been on time. And of course, how come you're always late? You're out smoking a cigarette. She'd ask, how come you're really late? So I was out smoking a cigarette. So, you know, teachers always got to say, don't you know smoking is bad for you? I said, yeah, but the way stem cell research is moving these days, by the time I get cancer, they'll be able to grow me a new lung, you know? That's what fucking enjoy. So times are tough these days. I got to work a second job. I'm a janitor up at St. Catherine's Hospital. And, I get to school the other night, and this old man, he's all incontinent, he pissed all over the floor, and he's apologizing to me. I'm sorry. I said, I gotta worry about it. It's job security. As long as old Steve and I like you keep pissing all over the floor, I'll be in business. Well, I can't wait till I'm allowed to stop pissing. I'm gonna take a piss right now, right? You know, if Grandpa gets up here and takes a piss on stage, it's like, oh, how cute, it's Grandpa. I can up here and take a piss, and take him out of here in cuffs, you know? So I had my birthday last weekend, and I just turned 25, finally hit the quarter-century mark. And thank you. Just in a quarter-century, my friends take me out to a strip club. Now, I fucking hate strip clubs. I think if you're in your early to mid-20s and you have to pay to see tits, you've been prepared for an early midlife crisis, you know what I mean? You know, the guys sitting there in the strip club, sipping my Heineken, sitting there with a meat mug on. I mean, especially the high-class ones like Scores or Gossips, you know, it's like $10 for valet parking, $20 to get in, and $30 to get blue balls. Who wants to pay money to get blue balls, you know? It's like getting your fingers slammed in your car door. You're going to pay your friend to slam your fingers in the car door. Why would you pay some Russian tube and strip